Let's go bye-byes. Let's go bye-bye. You ready to hit the road? Okay, we hit the road. Huh? We hit the road. Good girl. Good girl. Hey Laura, how you doing? Pretty good. Pretty good, doing pretty well. Daisy's doing well. She got her morning exercise. Nah, I took her video down the other day, and it could have been it didn't save, or I had that video. So when I get back to the hotel, I'll go in there and look. Oh yeah, Daisy's getting wind in her hair. Yeah. That's the wind beneath Daisy's wings. It's a nice day out today. Sure is, yep. Nicer than yesterday. Daisy, is that the wind between your wings, hon? The wind between your wings? Beneath your wings? I have not heard from Ebony. No, I wish I would to tell you the truth. You know, when I don't hear from them for a while, I always let them come to me. You never know what's going on. I had Sharon had donated some money to Miranda, and I called, told them I was in town. I talked to Miranda, said, yeah, we'll get together. And then I texted, never got any answer. And then I texted again, never got an answer. And then I got a text last night from her boyfriend, said that she's moved on in life and doesn't want to have anything to do with the old days, which, hey, congratulations, I'm glad. And then just give the money to somebody else. So, okay, that's no problem. But my point is that I don't try and get a hold of people in this venue, because it's a little different, and if they know where to get a hold of me, and if Ebony wants to get a hold of me, she can, but I don't want to get back into her private life in an area that I didn't know her in. It's like, hey, it's me, want to do a video? I don't want to do that. So I don't know what's happening to her. I'm not a Facebook guy, Instagram. I don't know people that know her, so until I see her or she contacts me, it's a guessing game on how she's doing. I'd like to believe that because I don't see her on the stroll that everything is fine. Hey, Rachel. Well, that's the thing too, Brandy. You never really know. You know what I mean? I agree. And I don't... These guys are always breaking up and getting together, and I'm not saying that's the issue here, but I know, but they're always sharing phones, and I mean, there's always a slight chance she doesn't know anything about that conversation. Believe me, I know it, but I can only go with what I know, not with what I don't know. And just, I ran it by Sharon. She said give the money to another person, which I'm gonna do. So, you know, you can be aggravated and pursued by someone with good intentions, like, hey, I got money for you, you know, you're gonna be there at 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to do that either. I let you know what I have. I got some communication that said otherwise. It's time to move on. Yeah, Jamie's a sweet girl. She really is. Great personality. She's got a great dog too. That dog is a sweetheart. Speaking of that, you know, anytime I can sense that I'm going to see a problem with comments or troublemakers, I can their ass. Because I recognize that personality and I don't want them around. Let me give you 2 examples. One is, you know, I got emails and comments about Jamie naming her dog Spook. Well, here are people that are going to try and turn that into a big damn deal. So I just block them, delete their comments, and move on. Dorothy McDaniel, who 90% of the time seems like a pretty decent person, she made a comment. Look, here's some wild turkeys here with their babies. She made a comment about a few months ago. Looking good out there. She made a comment a few months ago. I would reference old ladies. It wasn't like there's nothing worse than an old lady or I hate old ladies. I just said there were some old ladies that were there and she had to come on, and I need to quit talking about old ladies like that. That's the first time. Then when I was talking about how we were joking about the tree, you know, embracing dead trees, I made a comment how somebody made a comment, well, there are ordinances that require you to cut down dead trees. And I made a comment that, you know, there's all sorts of stuff that has went completely full circle and for good reason. Oh, tons of stuff that used to be legal back in the day that are not legal anymore. And I mentioned, look at slavery, for example. At a time that was okay to do, you know, and things changed, and I'm glad for it. And that's all I said. Sure enough, she went on there and made a comment about how I made references to African Americans in a non-educated way. I did not at all. And I thought right then, you know what, Dorothy, this is the second time now, and I think you'd be better off going someplace else and commenting. So Dorothy's not going to be around any longer, because I just get that vibe that she's always looking to slide a piece of typing paper in a crack to make a big damn deal out of something, even when it's obvious that's not what I was trying to do. So have a good day, Dorothy, but not over here, somewhere else. Yeah, it's the perception. You don't even need to be offending anybody, but that's her radar, and that's how she wants to perceive innocent comments referencing laws that have been changed. Oh yeah, you know, I in a non-educated, yeah, okay, yep, see you later, bye-bye. Yep, I can't even say the word old ladies, and now she's gonna turn this, so I don't want her around. That's the advantage of having a private channel. Worked with her, she was my neighbor, I'd have to listen to this shit to eternity. This is a big speed trap in here, by the way. That's true, but I think Dorothy is an older woman, and it's kind of surprising that, you know, two different subjects, two innocent comments, and go call me out, bye-bye. That to me is one of the big advantages of having a channel, is that I could be in all sorts of other circumstances where I need to listen to this bullshit forever, acting like there was nothing wrong with it. Hey, Jason. Hey, Dorian. Yeah, well, you know exactly what I mean, Laura. That's exactly it. Always gonna perceive the negative. Yeah, no way. And sooner or later, if she was around, it's something else is gonna come up. I just don't want those kind of people around. Now, she could come back and say, well, you don't like other people's opinion. Nuh-uh. This isn't an opinion. You're way off base both times. I don't have to explain to you why I don't want you around any longer. I just don't. End of story. Yeah, most of them ended up getting blocked. They were moderators from before. It's not that big a deal. I'm sure that I've blocked and deleted comments that I shouldn't have. You know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he's blocked, to tell you the truth. I've blocked so many people. I spend about 4 hours a day blocking and deleting negative comments. And it's just daunting to go back in there, because the list of people you block, it isn't chronological and it isn't alphabetical. So it takes forever, at the rate that I block people, to find the name. Yeah, believe me, I got my faults. I get this. You know, I'm kind of hot-headed and moody. So, I mean, I'll take full responsibility for mistakes I made. But I don't think I made a mistake in this case. It's a judgment call. You know, if I wanted to pay $2 and get her a psychological exam and see if it's me or it's her, maybe a different outcome, but not happening. I mean, look at all these wackos that, you know, talk these crazy. Like, look at Sherry today. Sherry found out some way that she said, don't interview with Chosen One again. Anybody that does it a second or third time, they come up missing. Yeah, right. That takes a real astute academic to make that assertion, or assertion, I mean. It's just so stupid. I mean, if you look at the grammar and the spelling and the logic, these wackos should be in a rubber room someplace. They're either 50 years old, living with their mother, had their kids taken away from them because they were shitty parents, or convicted racketeers living on Prince Edward Islands. These are not quality people. Therefore, it doesn't matter what they think. They've been looking from the outside in their whole lives. They're getting used to getting kicked out everywhere they frequent. Yeah, Sherry's a sweetheart. Yeah, they're just mean people with zero qualifications. If you looked at their resume, it'd be about 3 lines long, and they're 50 years old. Done nothing their whole lives. Look at the size of this damn thing this guy's lugging around. I don't know if you guys have ever driven and pulled a trailer, but to me, it's stressful. Pulling a trailer with anything, whether it's a U-Haul, a boat, a camper. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Looks like part of a damn lighthouse to me. That truck's... Oh, I guess he's heading west, huh? Imagine being the guy strapping that thing on. Man, I'd be checking on the internet every 10 minutes to make sure it was still rolling down the road. Yeah, Britney's teeth, that's another example. You know, here's another thing on that. And that is that I delete any negative, crappy comments I see. But YouTube's system isn't exactly foolproof. I'll go on, refresh it, delete all the comments, go right over to my phone, refresh it, delete all those comments too, go back 10 minutes later, and I'll see posted negative comments that I never even saw on my end, on the phone app or on the laptop end. So shitty comments do get posted sometimes, but honestly, it's because I never see them. Someone has to say, hey, there's a really shitty comment over there. And then I have to go back in and try and find it. And if it's a popular video, it takes forever. It's just a glitchy system. But if you guys see things like that, yeah, making rude comments about her teeth, it's as low as it gets. And these people read their comments, which is why I delete them. If they didn't, I'd still delete them, but not at the rate that I do. I mean, as you guys can see, there's some pretty nice people that I cross paths with, despite their difficulties. They're all pleasant to talk to. Now, when I get home, I should have the audio on whoever called the Michigan State Police and said that I'd made a threat against that guy that gave me a ticket for Daisy, which of course I did not do. But they knew that to be false information, and they called the police anyway. And when I figure out whose voice that is, I don't give a shit if they're in Prince Edward Island or Las Vegas. It is not going to be a good day for you. And I should have that audio clip by now. Whoever called that state police tipster line. They didn't want to give it to me, but they have no choice. So if you're watching these chats and that was you, it's time to lawyer up. I'm happy to just delete comments, but you start doing stuff like that, and it's going to be in a whole nother level of dealing with it. You're going to get taught a lesson on this one. Here's the world's famous tree. Oh, here comes a plane landing. Perfect timing. There's the best tree in the world. See, now this guy is landing on 21 left. You know, it's funny how you can drive down a road for a million times and still not know the name of it. That happened to me on this road. Uh, 757. Hey Renee, how you doing? Free dental care, as far as I know, like I guess like Medicaid will pay for dentures, but you're not getting any cosmetic stuff done. But I could be wrong on that. You know, doing drugs just is smoking crack, meth, and just using heroin is super difficult on your teeth. And they're not in a position for good hygiene. You know, that's one thing that I think of sometimes when I'm down here driving around. I mean, people in normal walks of life, you know, you're getting dental checkups, you're getting physicals, you're getting colonoscopies. Not out there. That's the farthest thing from their mind. I gotta kind of pay attention when I'm around here, so if I don't answer you, I'm not being rude. It's a lot nicer day though, I'll tell you that, temperature wise. Hope I run into Indian Liz today. I got a bunch of stuff for her. And there's not a worse feeling in the world than going back home with a bunch of stuff that I've had for 3 weeks. That guy just missed me right there. Almost got rear-ended. You know, I don't know about now, but up until this COVID stuff, these people could go to rehab all sorts of places. Whether it's a good rehab or a bad one, I don't know. But with this COVID, I'm not sure they're taking people into rehab. I kind of think they are, because Coco went to rehab, and it's been during this COVID thing, so I don't really know. But generally, there's resources available. Somebody mentioned wanting to do a GoFundMe for rehab. Well, it's really not necessary. And let me tell you, GoFundMe is a pain in the ass. They tie up your money. I think they charge too much. and they want a social security attached to the account. I already got that problem with Google Super Chat and PayPal. No, I should have asked that, Jane, about the other kids. I'll probably see her again before I go. Yeah, you're right, Peter. Yeah, it seems like it. Hey, Amber. No, braces are expensive. That's considered cosmetic. Straight teeth is considered cosmetic. It's a luxury, not a necessity. I know up where I live, if you got if you need anything other than a filling, that tooth's getting pulled, which I highly recommend researching pulling teeth that can be saved. Overall, it's not a good idea. If you get every tooth replaced in your mouth, let's say you get an implant, just as a guess, an estimate, if you've got all your teeth, consider yourself lucky, because if you had to go out and replace them, you're looking at about 65 grand. Yeah, yep, $1,700 for one is cheap. Yeah, it is better to save them, but they're not going to tell you that when they're a dentist working in a Medicaid facility. Their job is to get people in and get it out. This isn't time for a big, bright, white smile. This is a reality. Yeah, you could, Peter. I wish you'd send it like in a card or an envelope, though, and then I could buy it. People send me Amazon food, which, I appreciate it, but it's starting to take too long to hand out individual stuff. I posted a video about a week ago on changing plans on how people send things. Maybe if you could scroll back a little and look, please. Yeah, I eventually hand them out, but I'd rather not, to be honest with you. You know how that goes. Good, how you doing? Just kind of curious in these topless bars how they're working this COVID thing inside. I noticed at night here there's a lot of state police presence in Inkster, this Inkster Westland border. I mean, more than normal. Not city cops, state. Pet Sweet Retreat. I had to take Daisy there for a day. Daisy be a nervous wreck if I dropped her off someplace with a bunch of strangers and dogs running around. She'd probably think her life was coming to an end. I'd be curious on the sales numbers are like Home Depot during this stuff. They gotta be down. You know, a lot of these businesses are being forced with the problem now of getting fined from staying open when they shouldn't be or going out of business, one or the other. Hey, Sunshine. No, Amanda's doing great. She really is. In a relationship, working full time, off drugs. Long way away from Detroit. Couldn't be better. No, I'm still here. Still staying here, Em. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks. You know, honestly, I don't really have any reason to go home. Pay everything online, nothing to do up there.